I can guarantee you there's something moving underneath us.
Right off the road.
If that amount of power is going on in the earth right now, something is definitely going on.
Coming up on the steaming ground. This is dope.
The earth has a frequency. When the frequency goes up, like I said, it's affecting birds, it's affecting bees, it's affecting all kinds of wildlife out there. My research is in my report.
And Professor Zielenbach has been researching for 30 plus years on earthquakes and seismic activity, and we don't know if this is his last time doing this. He's not in a good condition, but he has a lot to reveal to us. And so we investigate, and that's why you should listen to what he's about to say next.
My wife asked me, why are you doing this stuff? You're retired, you're sick. But I do this for humanity. I'm doing this for my family because I know what's going to happen. I am probably 95% sure this planet is heading for some sort of global catalyst.
It is. It's going to reshape everything. So let's get into November is quickly approaching, and you believe this incoming planet system, whether it's Planet X, Nibiru, and you believe martial law is going to be imposed due to Earth disaster, not the smokescreen of war. Because even in that drill I looked at where it was Bulgaria 2025, they said we're not coming together 18 nations for war,
showcasing their abilities to coordinate international disaster response operations.
Some of you may be surprised to see soldiers, firefighters, medics, but also scientists, coders, engineers, and innovators coming together under NATO's flag like this to prepare not for war, but for disasters.
So that spoke volumes right there. And you're saying that martial law and all these things will be imposed due to a global catastrophe. Let us hear a little bit what you know on that and a deep analysis of the situation and any resources outside of the information.
Hear what's going on, radios, with the radio bands, with the frequencies, and they hear what's going on with the military. And it's getting scary. It's getting very, very scary out there. And it's very, very concerning. And
what have they been saying? What have they been saying on radio chatter?
I mean, you're talking about on the war channels. They're calling for what they say a Skymaster calls on there, which is high priority calls on there, and that's like the highest call that you can make on that channel. And there's just a lot of things going on in Europe right now. A lot of tensions are going on between Russia and the Baltic states and Poland, and it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. So why not have military on the coast? Why not be? I think we're getting prepared for something. I do think we're prepared for something, and I don't think it's war. I think it's honestly, I think war is just a smokescreen. I think there's disaster coming our way. That's what I think.
Nah, that actually makes stuff more eerie. You know why? Because the Navy got 377 million prepared in September for earthquake resilience. They know something is happening beneath us. They know a disaster is coming. Washington is where this was first announced. Anything could happen in this location for the earthquake disaster, but they're expecting another location and you need to be prepared in Hawaii. And the third location is off of the East Coast, Virginia. Something can happen in all these locations. I mean, this is telling us that the East and West Coast is not safe from whatever this event might be. You said we're gonna see maybe more plane crashes. You said that the interference electromagnetic activity is going to become higher. Could that be another smokescreen to blame the sun, though, for some blackout event that they could use to their objectives? Or is there actually something in the atmospheres? And I know the magnetic field is shifting. I see it weakening. We see the signs in the sky. So just give me your take on that.
The atmosphere has a higher iron content in it, and it seems to have and what it's doing is rusting out the parts to planes faster. We have reached the domino effect phase where the average person can't keep up with it. Everybody is so overwhelmed. Nobody even wants to turn on the news anymore because it's nothing but disasters after disaster. It's my thing is when the biblical event hit. And what I mean by a biblical event meaning a super volcano erupting, such as the one in Italy.
I need to show y'all something about that.
Or New Madrid Fault, or Yellowstone erupting.
Well, Italy's super volcano you just talked about is actually showing signs it could be getting ready to erupt. It's videos coming out of all the haze, and then the ground is boiling over there. Apparently, thousands are in danger. We gotta watch this closely. That's why you should just stop and hit subscribe right now, because you need to know exactly what's going to be happening. We'll give you the warning signs, survival alerts before these things happen, so you can know what's going on. Let's get back to. Okay, so if that's when the packing begins, when you start to see those events happen.
Oh yeah, this is when internet shuts down. This is when everybody starts figuring out what the deal is.
All right, so to engage with the audience and the people here, if you could say there was better places to be, what were the best places during these situations to be currently?
West Coast, East Coast, the Gulf, probably anywhere. The Mississippi River, I wouldn't want to be around. Anywhere where they have nuclear silos, nuclear bases, Air Force bases, because we also have a war going on. And I will be providing in these reports what I would call safe zones. Where to be after the shift, what areas are going to be habitable and what areas are not going to be habitable.
I'm gonna give you a quick tip before he released that report right now. Southeastern United States is going to be one of the safer areas, long as we don't get something happening off the East Coast at the same time, simultaneously with the hot blob. So then you go down western, far west is going to be one of the more habitable zones based on the analysis from the maps and all the different flows of the volcanoes that will happen. The ash is the scenario that will cause us to really be in a long-term waiting period. So this is why we're going to need to be together as community and know how to barter and have a system of trade, and understand that to get through this is not going to be easy. It's going to be the toughest thing we ever faced. And let's be honest, a lot of people will not survive this scenario. And some of them don't want to. They made their peace. But this is what I see. I see people using boats to get off to Hawaii areas, to get off past Alaska areas, people moving towards that area. And I also see people trying to get down to the southeastern portion of the United States. I could see that becoming very crowded, and that's not going to be the safest zone because of the hurricanes that could be coming still. Who knows? It could be like some type of ice storms that people start to see, but it would be safer than the other areas. Heat sources, thinking right now, what could be my heat sources possibly? You definitely need to figure that out, because in a nuclear winter, things could get that much more crazier. I mean, they actually said years ago that they wanted to launch something at Yellowstone. So if it really came down to the most dangerous moment, you think they wouldn't do that? But we're here to map out every scenario and look at this together, because things can really shift if you don't have a community. So I think now is the best times to try to gain community if we've shut ourselves off. And I know a lot of us did that maybe after 2020, maybe after different events in our life with family. But I feel, I don't know if you feel it, but I feel these events coming, and I feel that we need to be much closer together again. And this is where it begins right here. And that's what I'm bringing back to America. That's what I'm bringing back to the world. Whether in Europe, wherever you're at, we need to coordinate and plan this stuff. We need to actually, in the comment sections, talk to each other and figure out, all right, y'all, I'm on the West Coast. This is what I'm thinking to do. All right, I'm on the East Coast. This is what I'm thinking to do. I'm in Vancouver, Canada. I'm in Europe. I'm looking at these zones. We really need to take this opportunity for what it is. People just look at this stuff as it's just like, oh, another day. And just like that, things can change. Here's how you can help me and thousands of people across America know what is dangerous about the safe zones that we've mentioned, that people need to know, that we can take into account. And then later we come back with the professor in a full breakdown. And I really pray that people watch all the videos before the shift happen on this channel. Plenty of them. You can click the icon and find out. And if you got this far, there is no way that you cannot see the first interview that I did with the professor about the New Madrid fault that needs to be seen.